Here we are at Geek and Nomicon 2014 with Gigi Edgley, the beautiful actress from Farscape and a host of other shows. But Gigi, let me ask you, could you tell us a little bit of your background?
I was born in Western Australia, and my dad used to be a very huge entrepreneur. So I grew up around showbiz, and my mum ended up running a health retreat and on a huge property. So I had a really nice, interesting balance of entertainment and also being quite spiritual. And my mum always said, pursue your passion and do what you love. And my dad said, work until you drop. So that's kind of my combination of those two, and that's what sort of made me work tirelessly to pursue the dreams that I love.
Awesome. And if I remember right, your folks also brought the Russian circus, was it, to Australia?
The Moscow circus.
Moscow circus?
So Dad would go around and handpick acts throughout Russia and make a circus and then travel around the world. And he also bought Kiss and Baryshnikov and Nureyev and the Bolshoi Ballet and other big music acts and theatre productions. And yeah, he built a huge entertainment centre in Western Australia, my hometown, and used to run a theatre as well. So there's definitely a lot of showbiz in the blood, in the family.
Very cool. And what are you currently working on?
Recently, we moved to America to shoot Jim Henson's Creature Shop Challenge. The second season, I felt really positive that it was going to go again, and at this point Sci-Fi haven't picked it up, so I was sort of thinking, oh, what have I done? I've moved my husband and my dog and my cat, and because you've got to go into quarantine on the way home, so it's a pretty big move. So
right. We're
here now for some time, and so I decided to join forces with a production company called Runic Films, and we're making this amazing film called Hashtag. It's a short film that we'd like to eventually make something more of. We did a Kickstarter for it and raised over $40,000, which is so phenomenal because it's so special and so magical to work with people that believe in you and believe in an amazing story, and it really, really is that. So yeah, we'll be shooting that in January, February, and literally just at this convention, I've been involved in a couple of steampunk projects that have never gone ahead. They're still floating out there in the ether, and they may happen, but I love steampunk so much. So I was speaking to Airship Isabella, and I said, can we please make something, because their props and their costumes are so phenomenal, and the way they hold themselves are so regal, and so it's very romantic and very courageous and very inventive. And I love Shakespeare, I love Elizabethan, I love that steampunk culture. So we're going to actually shoot it in New Orleans, which should be
awesome.
Cool. And they said it's going to be something like the Dark Carnival. And I was like, oh, I love carnivals, because that would make sense, because
right.
I've got circus and showbiz and it's all pumping through my veins, and my husband rides a 12-foot unicycle and juggles fire, and I fire twirl and trapeze. And I was like, well, you should definitely get my hubby in on the action, because you could go steampunk crazy on his 12-foot unicycle, because it's so cool. So yeah, it should be good. It should be really good.
Very cool.
Yeah.
In New Orleans, what's the name of this, other than it's Dark Carnival?
We don't have we've literally come up with the concept like 3 hours ago as we're here. So the theme is the Dark Carnival, and they're going to go home from here and write an amazing script. I'm like, all right, let's do it.
Very cool.
These are how these connections get made. These conventions are fantastic for that, because for me it's about telling amazing stories, and there's so many talented friends, family, backers, people that are wanting to make amazing productions together. And out of, when you're your own boss and you make things from scratch, you can be very true to your artistic integrity, and you don't have to be constantly, quick, we've got to shoot it in under this amount of time, and then sometimes you need to sacrifice things along the way. So it's very exciting to be working on my own productions.
And with the Kickstarter concept, basically your fans are your bosses.
Yeah, it's great. It's really good. Or just, it's so nice to work with these people, and it's so exciting because I feel like for a long time I've been going to conventions and people are like, you know, oh, we're so bummed that this got cancelled, or we're so bummed that, you know, something didn't go through. And so now this is our opportunity to make it go through and make an amazing film or web series or anything.
Absolutely. Now, you mentioned a couple of other projects. Do you have any new news on Lantern City?
No, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with it. I haven't heard from them in ages, but I'd love it if it went through. If and when it happens, it's Bruce Bockleitner's idea, and it's a very similar kind of vibe where people are working together and contributing ideas and ideas about the script, the costumes, the everything. You know, so fans can write into lanterncity.com and put their ideas in, which would be great. And it has Mira Furlan, myself, Raphael Sparge, Jonathan Rhys-Davies, Tony Amendola, like amazing names attached. So it's so great if it went through.
Stargate, Babylon 5, Farscape, some top names in science fiction.
It'd be great.
Now, before I kick my camera, oh, that's embarrassing. Before I end my interview, I'd like to close with giving you the opportunity to tell your fans something weird and wonderful about yourself that they might not know.
I definitely believe in fairies and aliens and dragons too.
Awesome. Very cool. Do you have a website, Facebook that you'd like to mention?
So my website's gigiedgley.com, and you could, it's got links to my Twitter and my Facebook account on there, so I update it constantly with new productions, autograph signings, and crazy pictures and little adventures along the way.
Totally awesome.
Cool.
Well, thank you, Gigi Edgley from Geek and Nomicon 2014. This has been Gigi Edgley and The Weird Review. Totally awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cool.
Weird.
Oh, thank God.